Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Role Playing Guys. This is Spencer hopping in here and giving another quick little intro. Things are getting super intense. I don't know if you remember last episode, but we were all in the headquarters of Bastion and things kind of went a little crazy. Thank you, Scotty. I was super excited to record this episode 9, so I'm not going to take too much time in doing a long intro for this episode. Welcome to our worldwide listeners. Bienvenidos, bonjour, welcome. Any way you want to say it, thank you so much for listening. You guys are the best, and we do our best to create cool content for you. And the fact that you guys all like it means so much to us. Please rate us wherever you get your podcasts and tell others about the podcast as well. We are getting super excited for the season finale, and it is right around the corner. That means that we need your burning questions. What have you guys been curious about during this season? I'm curious why Scotty is the way that Scotty is. He's so messed up and so frustrating some of the time. After we finish this season, Ty will be taking over as the GM as we hop into season 5. We have a couple other little surprises that are going on in that season. Let me just say one thing, it might feel a little bit like a throwback. That's it, that's all I'm gonna say. You can't get it out of me. No matter how much you beg, how much you plead, I will not say what will happen until it actually happens. If you have games that you want us to test out and play for you guys, please send them our way. If you're developing your own game and you want us to test it between our seasons to do a mini one-shot series, we are super excited to do that. We finally decided what game we're going to do for this one, but I still don't know who's going to GM it. I don't think I will, but it might be Ty, it might be Nick. We are going to be starting a giveaway soon for our 2-year anniversary. Crazy that we've already been on the air for 2 years. It's insane. We have over 80 episodes now, and it's just continuing to grow, and it's been a huge blast. So much fun. So many cool people that we've met along the way. So for our 2-year anniversary, we have a friend who makes custom dice pyramids, and we have another couple of ideas that we want to give away to you guys, our loyal listeners. Thank you so much to our patrons from Patreon. You are the tomato soup to our grilled cheese. That's what I had for dinner tonight, so that's the analogy. Finally, thank you so much to our musicians, Gunnar Olsen, Dan Bodan, Density and Time, Doug Maxwell, and Jimmy Fontanez. One of the ways that you say it, I'm guessing. Also, I want to apologize for my audio personally. I did a bonehead move and was too excited to play that I didn't check my audio recording device and ended up recording with a laptop mic, so it sounds like poopy dum dum. And that's my fault, that's all on me. But I wanted to rip off that band-aid before we got into the episode, and you're like, what the heck, why does it sound like garbage? That's why, it was my mistake. Anyway, let's get to the episode.
Thank you, Night Watch, for letting me come over. Thank you, dear, sweet, gullible Lancelot, for your time. Have fun preparing for your demise, and that of the world as you know it.
Welcome, everyone, to the Role Playing Guys, and welcome to episode 9 of Corporea in Season 4. I am Nick, the GM, and with me is Rebecca playing Elle.
Hey, guys!
Spencer playing Robert Roberts.
I'm healthy and ready for this episode.
Tyler playing Scotty Madigan.
Scotty rules! Yeah! Team Scotty!
And Brianna playing Britta.
Not Swana.
I still have you saved as Swan in my phone.
Swan. Alright.
I'm going to sing it in this episode.
Tyler, please explain to us the juicy details of episode 8.
Alright, so luckily I just listened to it today, so I haven't slightly refreshed. So basically, Lance called us into the office. He said he has a lot of big things to show us. He took us to this random boardroom hidden deep within Valiant headquarters, and we found that there was a stone table with the sword and the stone dug into it. Lance wanted us all to try it to see if we could pull it out, and we did not have enough virtue or whatever is required to pull it out since we're not Arthur. So he's like, okay, well, I have something else to show you. And he took us into another area of the headquarters, and we found King Arthur's emaciated, decomposed maybe body. If I remember correctly, it's like his actual body. It wasn't just like a reincarnated person. It was him. And so he said he hasn't been reawakened yet. He's still in like a coma, like a stasis. So he should be waking up soon because of this prophecy that what was her name? Nimue?
Yeah,
Vivian and Nimue were having that basically chaos was going to attack the Utah megalopolis. So he said the only thing that could wake up Arthur is the Grail, which was actually held in Bastion's headquarters. So he assigned us to sneak in, steal the Grail, escape without anyone knowing, and we we did it up to a point.
Correction. You.
So we got through the first like 2 layers of security very easily with Els very good at being managerial and talking with people. And then Scotty found his parents were in a cage, and so he left the party to try and free them, which caused the alarm to go off. But luckily, they were able to get the Grail. They got some other artifacts like a bow. They ate an apple. I think Robert ate the apple of Eden. What else? I think that was it.
No, there's like something else. Did Al grab something?
I don't remember if Al grabbed
like a
something.
sword?
Al grabbed the Holy Grail, and Britta grabbed the bow, the Tristan's
lover.
Tristan's bow.
He dropped it.
And
Oops.
so the alarm went off. I busted open the glass container where my parents are, but also there was a monster that bust through the other door, and then a bunch of guards came in. So that's where we are right now, and I'm excited.
It seemed like a perfect opportunity to end everything. So yes, it is, as you said, Tyler, you are in a hallway that just goes in the 2 directions, just a straight hallway. On either side are hard glass cells that contain various creatures and fluxed humans and the like. One of those fluxed humans, a Phage, Phage. I'm saying Phage because saying Phage sounds too much like other odd words or whatever. But anyway, this cannibalistic spider woman broke free. But like I said, there are many other creatures down here as well. Behind you was the area where the door that led to the relic room was. But in front of you, about, I don't think I said exactly how far, but I'm going to say about 40 feet in front of you is the door that leads into the lab that you had to walk through, like with all the scientists and everything. Nice. There are 4 members of Bastion standing there, reacting to the alert that was made because Scotty tried to coerce someone into opening a cell, and the person instead pushed an alarm button or an alarm code.
And they pushed out on life also.
Right. That person is now dead, thanks to Scotty.
Was Scotty was there still like banging on the glass. He shot the glass. Did he break the glass completely?
He cracked it, I believe. He hasn't broken it yet. I think another good shot like that would break it.
You've seen It Too? Anyone seen It Too?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Not really into that.
Heard about it.
Anyway.
That should be my next character.
So I think the best way to begin is to I don't think we rolled initiative for everybody.
I'm by the guards, right?
Ella's right in front of the guards.
Right. But in this high tense situation, we're going to roll initiative to see who gets to act first.
Great.
Could I do something before we get into this?
Depends on the something.
It's a little thing.
Okay.
Robert pulls a small vial of powder from his jacket, and he snorts up some euphoria, which now gives me a +2 bonus to deafness checks. For 12 minus metal rounds. And the penalty is a -1 to strength for the next 12 minus metal rounds, which ends up being 9 rounds that I have
9 rounds.
that bonus and
So
penalty.
you have bonus to deftness, but a penalty to strength.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
All
The
right.
apple did not teach Robert right from wrong.
Well, it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to give you knowledge.
Opens my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, like even in Eden, it made Adam and Eve more. You could arguably say streetwise, technically, but
Street Eden.
Yeah, they.
that was a
Never
poor
mind.
way of putting it. Anyway,
No.
but yeah, so yeah, Robert can do that certainly. Okay, what does everyone get for their initiative?
22.
Oh boy.
Starting off
How many
hot.
6s did you roll?
Britta's just
2.
like super fast.
2 6s, and
so-
she has a 6 initiative too, so,
So
it's like
Britta got 22.
In her high heels. Tap, tap, tap,
Oh,
tap, tap,
again,
tap, tap.
yeah, initiative, if you didn't know, is deafness
I'm
plus
so
athletic.
fast.
Wait, no.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Wit
You're
plus
so
instinct.
fat.
Never mind. Okay, wit plus instinct.
Wow.
Britta got 22. What did Scotty get?
Scotty got a 12.
Okay, what did Elle get?
9.
And what did Robert get?
7.
Currently, Scotty Madigan's parents will be non-combatants because they're still out cold. We are good to go. So Britta gets to go first. What does Britta want to do?
I guess she hightailed it because she was like at the back of the group. So are we all by where Scotty is, or are we facing?
I think everyone except Elle is.
Scotty, well, are you trying to break through that glass?
Yeah, my parents are in here.
You're doing terrible. Okay, move over. Jump out of the way. And she, Britta, like, aims Sir Tristan's bow at the spot on the glass where he was trying to... What? You're trying to break through. Scotty, stop. Stop looking at me like a crazy...
But how you gonna
She's
shoot
gonna
a
shoot the
you're gonna
glass.
shoot a bow at some plexiglass? How's that
This
gonna
is
work?
not just any bow. This
looks
is
like
my
it.
bow's bow.
Ooh, piston?
I will shoot you.
Trent?
I just have to move. She fires at Scotty.
You fired at me?
Oh, nice.
This is going to be deafness plus firearms. Oh, metal plus that's right. I'm sorry. This is specifically for the Tristan's bow. Yeah.
Metal plus
Deafness plus firearms. So that's like 2 things I add up.
So it's
Alright.
a plus 9 too, and then you add metal and deafness. So 9 plus, so that's 10. Plus your firearms again, which is another 5. That's 15. Plus another 10, so that's 25.
25 to hit.
Wow.
So again, just to make sure we got this right, your attack bonus is equal to metal plus firearms. Oh, and that's in addition to the check you already make. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. All right. So this is an arrow, not a bullet. So you crack the glass even more, but you don't break it.
Yeah, I see. See, I told you. How's an arrow gonna break plexiglass?
So the arrow is actually stuck in the glass. Like it actually, like part of it is protruding on the other side.
You filled the hole with the arrow. What are you doing?
That's what she said.
Britta, just let me handle it. Go help the others.
You know what? Okay, Britta picks up. She glares at Scotty, takes off her high heel, and aims it at Scotty, prepares for her next turn.
Okay. Next up is the Faggy.
Britta doesn't notice her. She rolled really low on perception.
Apparently.
Some basic girls trying to... She doesn't care about them basic girls. She's the queen.
The Hannibal Spider Lady.
Yeah, she's the basic.
The serial killer
Nothing compared
spider
to
woman.
Britta's
The
crazy.
serial killer cannibal Spider Woman.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Like I said, the Hannibal Spider Lady.
Exactly.
Shorthand.
Britta has some
Okay.
private things, private traits that are crazy.
So she is going to run up toward Britta, and I need Britta to make a
Here you go.
Remember, she has her high heel in her hand.
deafness athletics check.
Oh, you're done.
Woohoo.
No, because shooting a bow takes 2 hands.
No, this is to dodge something.
No, but she said she had a high heel in her hand. So
Right.
I was just wondering where
Well, she already fired an arrow.
12.
12. We can math.
That is really funny because because she got a 13. She hits you with some sticky webs. They shoot out of her. They shoot out of her wrist like Spider-Man style, and you are restrained with this very sticky web. In order to, you would have to use an action on your next turn to break free with a strength metal check.
Basic.
You just got webbed.
I will kill you.
Man, I wish I was recording this, but I don't have a phone.
All right.
Scotty, I
Well,
will
that's kind of what she does. So, what does Scotty do?
Scotty is going to focus his kinesis magic to smash the glass.
Remember, it has an anti-magic field. You tried
It's
moving
within.
them with magic, and it didn't work the first time.
Like the room inside keeps magic away.
So I'm
So the
thinking that
glass
the
might...
outside might not be, but maybe the glass is, maybe it's not.
You can try if you wish.
That's a turn you're wasting there, buddy.
Or you could just shoot it again.
Magic! Let's go! Do magic!
What would Scotty do? It seemed like... Think about it this way. I mean, like, alarms are blaring. There's a spider lady coming out. You see your parents for the first time in, like, what, 20 years now?
I don't really know the time
How
frame.
old is Scotty?
And you're, like, being shot at. What would Scotty do? Would he
I think
try
he
and do
would.
magic, or would
He would
just,
do
like,
his base instinct of using magic to smash the gate, kind of like 11 from Stranger Things.
7.
7 from Stranger Things. So I rolled a 5 plus my magic and kinesis, so that's a 12 also.
It turns out this glass is also immune to the effects of magic as well.
Do you just make it like a...
Yeah!
Like when Squidward blows the bubble.
So I guess if that's it, then we move on to L.
like the nervous part.
Yeah, I'll have to show you the audio. The video is so funny.
Okay, I guess I'm shouting at them that the cannibal spider lady got out.
You're shouting. Okay.
Well,
so
I'm saying like the Phage is out. The whatever we're calling it, that thing. Yeah, that's out.
Are you
okay.
yelling this at the guards or at us?
At the guard.
The guards.
As
So
in, like, that's why the alarm is going off, because she broke out.
so I'm gonna have you make a wit plus influence check.
Ooh, come on. Come on.
I hate life.
She got 2
Sounds
ones.
like somebody got a double 6.
Nice.
The guards look past L and they see that someone is attacking the glass. They do see that there is and that's kind of closer to them than the Figgy is. One of them says to you, "You are under arrest for trespassing on Bastion property. Come with us, lady." And they start to try to drag you towards that location,
Which location?
where the rest of them are.
They need
Yeah,
to make a
yeah, they
check
drag-
for this.
Yeah.
A what? They need to make it.
Deafness
No.
check.
No.
Well, like they would start to like grab your arm and okay. Well, how's Elle gonna react to this? They're trying to cuff you.
Yeah, I'm not letting them cuff me. I'm
Okay.
gonna, I guess
Go for the grind!
I'm attacking.
Slash his peepers off.
Go for the turtles!
Hit that toodles.
I guess I'm gonna slash out with the sword.
In the
They're
toodles.
gonna try and
Go ahead.
they're
At
gonna
the
try
toodles.
and confine me in this room with that thing, and not happening.
Talk about a toodle shot.
Oh, now I get the 6.
Nice.
Okay.
Critical tutelage.
So that was, let's see, math. That's numbers. 16.
Okay, you hit one of them.
Not great, but not horrible either. I got 8.
It's a lot of toodle damage.
What kind of... This is melee damage, so
Yeah.
they absorb it. You don't wound them.
Oh no.
Was there anything
Well,
else?
I'm backing up, too, to get
Okay.
more maneuvering room.
Excellent. What does Robert want to do?
What are they wearing? What does their armor look like? What kind of weapons are they holding? Are they
Okay,
using
so each of them...
anything that is not like whatever, like fire based, I guess, like a normal pistol or a standard shotgun? Do they use any of that, or do they use like Excaliburs? Do they use tasers?
So each of these Bastion members, they have a combat with them strapped to their waist. A combat is basically like a club. They each have a pistol, but they all each have their rifles out.
Are these digital rifles, or are they just like standard?
They're standard rifles,
Okay.
and their armor is medium modern armor.
So what Robert is going to do is he's going to reach into his coat and he's going to pull out a smoke grenade and he's going to throw it in the direction of the guards to stop their vision and to protect Al. The cloud of smoke hides all activity within a 15-foot radius from the point of detonation. If you take an action against someone hidden in the smoke, you might also take the low result of a flux dice roll.
So if they basically, so anyone, how long does this smoke last?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
I think like forever.
Yeah.
It's in a not ventilated area, so
Ding.
Probably a while.
enclosed in a building.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. So, all right, you do that, and so smoke is billowing out of this grenade.
Can I get another, like, can I do something else in that? Because
Sure,
that's just like
yeah.
throwing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then after I do that, I'm gonna run over to Scotty, seeing that he's with his parents, and I'm gonna pull out another grenade, an LCG grenade, or FCG grenade, which is a low-intensity electromagnetic field burst that is in 30-foot radius that shuts off all electronics in that radius.
30-foot radius.
Yes, to completely decommission the door that's on there, to hopefully just be able to open the cage without any further action. Just like completely shut it down.
So yeah, you do that.
Scotty,
It shuts the-
get these people out of here! Go!
So let me see.
What the beep did I just see?
Robert, where
So-
are you getting all these explosives?
Robert, what is that? Where did you get that?
So you said it was a 30-foot radius, yes?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. So this means that not only do you open this cell, you open 3 other cells. The neighboring ones, and also the 2 across the hall.
I assume that the people who are being tortured by Bastion might harbor some poor feelings against Bastion. That's my thought, but I don't know their psychology. I haven't rolled that.
You really don't.
Here we
You
go.
don't know at all.
Can I take a picture with my old phone? Like, just click.
You're like in the middle of like meeting your parents for the first time. You're like, ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna grind
blackmail.
that like disposable camera
He's
app.
got the disposable camera that you take
little
to
spinny
the
wheel.
scout camp. And your mom and dad spring those extra $8 so you can get the disposable camera to capture all the good times at scout camp.
You know. This is the best way.
Stop bragging about your stupid little camera because they don't have a phone camera.
Yeah, you don't have one either. Lol.
Britta has nothing. She has like no technology.
Someone
on
lost her phone privileges.
Someone got grounded.
Shut up, Al.
And now you're grounded like you can't move.
Okay, so that's what Robert does. That is an excellent. Well, we'll see how excellent that turn really is. But yeah, Bodan, it is now Bastion's turn, and so they see the smoke bomb that happens, and they are just outside of, like, they started walking towards that area, but like Elle got in their way, and the smoke bomb happened
Well, Robert threw
20
it-
feet away.
Robert threw it towards where I was, right?
Yes, he did.
So towards the
Oh,
bars.
Yeah.
out there. Okay, I thought it was in your immediate vicinity. Okay.
No, the purpose was to protect Elle.
All right, very good.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Robert can think now.
Robert
Watch out.
thinks.
Okay, so each of them are going to try to fire shots at where. Actually, no. So 2 of them are going to try to hit Elle with their combats, while the other 2 are going to fire rifles towards where
They think Scotty.
they think Scotty is.
They have
He seems to be the main
if they're in the
instigator.
smoke, they have to take the lower of the dice rolls.
Indeed, they do. Maybe don't drop your dice. I don't know.
Too late. So I'm blocking then, or dodging?
So that's 13 for me.
Well, we'll start with Elle first.
I got a 10 and an 11 to block.
Nice.
You take no damage from either of the 2 hits. And Scotty, what'd you get again?
So my first one I got a 13, and then my second one I got a 12.
Okay, you dodge both bullets.
And I say, yo, Bastion sucks! Hashtag Bastion sucks. I learned
And
that
now I'm going to describe the other 3 cells that Robert opened. So one of the cells had a spry middle-aged woman. She looked like athletic, like she's the kind of older lady that still jogs. So relatively good health.
Oh, your mother, Nicholas.
Oh.
But she is also unconscious, so nothing happens there. You do, however, see. So in one other cell, you see someone who the best way to describe them would be a cyborg. They have like half of their face seems to be made of a polished metal. One of their arms is the left side of their body has more fluid movement than the shaky right side of their body.
It's Cyborg
And
from
then-
Teen
A
Titans.
cyborg with a stroke?
And then finally, there are 3 individuals. Well, the best way to describe this is walking clothing. It looks like the clothing is empty.
They're
Ooh,
invisible.
Why don't they just strip? They got nothing
You
to
gotta
be
pay
there.
money for that.
No.
This is a family-friendly
okay.
podcast.
Yep, this is a family-friendly show. We'd like to think. No,
Sorry, I'll go ahead.
clearly they decided not to, or they've been told not to. Who knows? But in any case, it seems that one of them is a woman, and 2 of them are. One is female, 2 are male. It appears from the way the clothing is and
Or
everything, and
permanent
the figures.
marker.
You're judging based on clothing.
Cross-dresser.
That is so 2000.
Hey, family friendly.
There's
But
nothing.
none of them.
J. Edgar Hoover was a cross-dresser, and he was family-friendly, sort of.
Sort of.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
It sort
broke
of
up
describes
families.
us.
Let's just continue. Let's
So
move
this-
on.
Whoa.
So the cyborg, the synth, kind of slides his door open and looks around, and he kind of says, I think I'll stay in here for a little bit when everything calms down. And then the 3 unseen members, they run towards the smoke. All 3 of them. Now we're going back up to Britta.
Have fun getting out.
Britta's raging, full on screaming, like angry. She doesn't have her cell phone. She's like addicted to it. So any little thing will upset her. And somebody has webbed her. So she will go ballistic on that basic beep.
We're getting a lot of beeps today.
Well, Britta's having a hard time. Her cell phone's gone. All right.
Well, it's not so much her
What's
cell
on the
phone, but
floor?
her IEYE phone. The recording, like several functions, have been disabled.
Oh, they disabled it on her phone. She's even more pissed. They broke her phone. Okay. Am I like? Can I roll a deafness to break out of the webs? Like, what state is she in?
Strength
This is strength plus
Strength.
metal.
plus
Alright.
metal. So you rolled a...
4.
Yeah, roll the 2d6, take the higher of the 2.
Okay, so that's a 7.
You are not able to break free. That would take your action, however.
Plus
All right,
2.
my turn. That's against Spider Woman.
It is the Spider-Woman's turn. She's going to go up to Britta, and she's going to attack. Actually, no, like, so the Figgy, she's going to kind of like make some weird noises with her throat. and then, well, you'll see. So what is your deafness plus athletics? Without rolling, just your deafness plus athletics.
Okay, 4 plus a 5.
9. Huh. She rolled a 10 to attack you with acid. She spits it in Britta's face.
I feel like we're
No, this is your worst nightmare.
in the face. Oh my god.
She does 9 acid damage to Britta.
Oh
So this is going to be-
my gosh. Whoa, we're becoming different people now. Robert's smart, Britta's ugly, Nick. What the heck? Britta. You know, like, her private trait was, like, she's psychotic and she's taking meds for it. I bet this would undo everything.
So what is her I'm gonna call this, like, let's see, melee ranged. This is ranged damage. So what is her ranged defense?
8? No, sorry.
Okay, you got 8.
Yeah, 8.
Okay, and then metal, your metal score.
That's E1.
That is a total of 9, and I believe I said 9 acid damage. So you're not wounded. You don't take a wound.
Oh, but.
At least you're not wounded.
Disfigured.
Oh.
Just your face melted off.
She has no nose.
Oh my goodness!
'Tis Lady Voldemort now.
You
It
get
is
that. You can play
now,
that Harry Potter remake.
Hold up. Before we move on, if she got no damage, then this acid, you know,
Well, she got no wounds.
exfoliated. Oh, so it's different. She did get damaged.
So the way that, like I said before, the way that damage works here, it's not so much hit points. It's more like the number of wounds that you can sustain. You are still technically, I guess, damaged. You will get. Actually, this will incur a penalty. This will be a penalty for
Beauty.
any
Influence.
a -1 penalty for any of your attack, because this is like you'll have trouble seeing or something like that. So yeah, -1 penalty to any attack that you make, ranged, melee, whatever. But you don't suffer any wounds, so your physical health is not adversely affected.
Well, at least the
basically.
plastic surgeons in 2050 are excellent.
It is now Scotty's turn.
So he's going to open the cage. He is going to try to wake his parents up from their slumber, or if they have been awoken from the combat, then that's great too.
They have not awoken.
They're not awoken?
No.
Oh gosh, dang.
They
Nice.
ain't woke.
Can I slap them?
If you'd like.
Slap your mama.
Okay, I'm gonna slap both of them to wake them up.
Doesn't wake them up.
It doesn't wake them up either?
No.
Drugs are magic.
Can you're a wizard, you can roll like perception
Well,
or
that's
something.
a magic dead zone, isn't it?
It is,
What?
technically.
I
But
mean, isn't that still a magic?
Unless, yeah, so you would have to drag them out of the cell.
Potentially.
Or
I mean, well, it could have
As
been.
far as
like-
as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, breaking the glass could have broken it, but
alright, then I'm gonna try to load both of them on my back and try to drag them out.
Oh boy.
You're the skinny Irish man.
Yep.
So
Scottish man.
make a strength metal check.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, thank goodness, I got a 6.
You're gonna break like a birch twig.
14, sorry. 14.
Oof. Just barely.
Yes! Wait, failed or good?
Would you consider this more of an incredible feat or a heroic feat?
I would say heroic, because I'm trying to drag both of my parents out of a cell.
You see, that's what I thought. Because heroic means you need a 15, not a 13.
Oh no! Can I use a flux point to add a
Yeah. Flux it up.
Oh.
temp bonus plus to dice rolls?
What's your flux?
You may, yes.
Okay, how does that work? Do I just roll another dice?
No. Well, actually,
Yes.
roll one more dice, yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, but actually, yes.
5 more! That's
Okay.
19! I'm heroic!
Eat it.
You go,
This
you
actually,
idiot.
this even gets into epic.
I can spend another one.
You're
Very
able
epic.
to
Eat,
like
eat this and wash it
you're able to
down
carry-
with a cold cup
Oh,
you're
of
able to
cider.
carry
five! It's a 5!
Okay,
You know how
stop shaking it at the screen.
skinny Scotty is?
Scotty is able to drag both of his parents out, and they are now out in the hallway.
That seems like the only reasonable thing that would happen.
Yeah.
I'm playing my character. Robert, let's get Britta out of here.
It's just surprising,
Let's
like the whatever adrenaline, or maybe it's additional chaotic energies or something, but it seems to be feeding his strength in this moment as he's dragging the unconscious bodies of his parents out of the cell. And it is now Elle's turn.
Ow.
Elle is still in the smoke with 4 Bastion members.
Oh, I think we've all been there.
Oh, family friendly, Robert.
What are you talking about? That's what I meant. Completely family friendly.
She's gonna freaking Naruto these guys.
She just runs out.
Just
Freaking Naruto.
Contrary to popular belief, Naruto running does not make you faster than a bullet.
We're literally doing an
Yes, it
Area
does.
51
Stop
race.
lying.
Yeah, come on, this is Area 51. Naruto run.
I'm just trying to decide if Elle would fight or try and get out with the Grail.
Well, it's kind of Elle's turn.
What would Elle
You've
do?
I
got a
know.
whole round to think about this,
I
honey.
know, but
Play
it's
your
hard.
character.
I think she's smart. She would
Play
like
your
go for like the
character.
weakest link, attack him, and then keep running.
Yeah, I think
she
I'm
would
gonna
just
try
jump.
to get
I
out.
think you just zip it.
I'm gonna try and get out. I'm gonna keep going towards the door and see if I can't get through the Bastion people. Except
Okay.
they were moving.
If you want to delay your actual, like, trying to open the door, can you delay turns in this?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Because I was going to throw an FCG grenade at the door to, like, disable any security thing so we wouldn't have to hack it. So, like, if you waited until I went, then I would just throw the grenade and you'd be able to run through.
I'll wait.
Okay.
But yeah, Elle's gonna try and get out because she has the Grail and
Okay,
needs
so
to
we're
get
gonna
it.
so for this round we're gonna do Robert then Elle, and then we're gonna move on.
Ow! Get the Grail out! Robert's smart, not that smart. He throws the grenade at the door to disable the thing there.
So the door, like I said, is about 40 feet away. Do you have a range for this?
The FCG grenade?
Yeah.
It's a 30-foot radius, so that means it's a 60-foot diameter, which is actually
Well, I mean,
absurd.
I guess throwing range. I wasn't sure if they would say what the
You
throwing
could
range.
drop it, and it would still work.
Actually, yeah. If you
40
toss it 10 feet, then it would affect the.
Well, it's a 30-foot radius, so that's 60.
Oh.
Exactly.
No,
You
yeah, you
Even
would have to
Robert
top
can
You can
make
toss-
this throw.
Yeah, you can lob it. Okay, it's not a problem.
Okay.
Excellent.
And can I do an attack, another thing as well with another
Sure.
grenade?
Yeah. All right, I'll allow it.
Loving those grenades.
I'm gonna roll a plasma grenade into the smoke after Al is gone, and that
Okay.
explodes. And
Is that what a grenade does?
yeah, it does. It shoots superheated plasma and bits of molten metal and deals energy damage.
All right.
Their cheese are blocked now.
And it does 66 damage.
6d6.
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
Go ahead and well, I'm gonna have each of them roll a.
Would they be able to
Deafness.
see something being rolled into the smoke?
I'm giving them the disadvantage thing. Actually, they would be entirely surprised because they're already focused. Roll the damage.
Oh my gosh, they're all gonna get
And for
fried.
right now, Elle, I want you to make a deafness plus athletics check to escape.
Okay.
Cool
That's
people
a
don't
25.
Yay!
That's a 25.
Wait, how much? 25?
Yeah, 25 damage.
Holy nuggets.
Well, molten lava would do that to you.
Do I roll 6s again for damage?
Yeah.
Oh.
No? No.
No?
Do
Okay.
you roll again if you had a 6 for damage?
No, the sixes are specifically for the flux kind of thing, but this is just the straight up, just the damage.
Yeah, only 25.
Only 25.
Oh, wow. That.
That's a flux
Let's
flux.
see.
Man, they got fluxed.
We got flexed on.
What did Elle get?
I got a 13.
Okay. She slips out and into the lab behind Bastion, and she And right as she leaves, she hears this. There's this plasma explosion. Maybe Spencer can put in a better voice effect,
Would
sound
the people
effect.
in the lab have evacuated at this point?
It looks like they have. However, you do notice something.
Julia is there.
Cut Julia down.
I will say, all of the Bastion members, you did enough damage. I did calculations and everything. The amount of wounds that this deals to each of them, especially since they weren't expecting it, is enough to put them each in critical condition. So if each of them, if first aid or if medical attention is not given to them within the next 2 rounds, or is it 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Within the next 2 minutes, they are all going to die.
Robert the
Finish.
widower.
Finish them all with another.
He just walks over and places it in their mouth.
Like the Joker. Oh my goodness. No,
Elle
you rig it so it
notices-
gets the later people to show up.
That's even though the lab is entirely evacuated because of the security alarm and everything, except for one creature. There is a. It looks kind of like a. So imagine what an X-ray looks like, but so it kind of has a ghostly sort of look to it. With you see the skeleton and the outline of a human. That is what you see floating. This sort of bluish. Geist is what this thing is called.
Is it hostile looking, or like if I leave it alone, it'll leave me alone looking?
What's a spoopy level? How spoopy is it?
I'm gonna show you an image, but again, imagine a blue X-ray sort of a thing.
Dr. Manhattan.
No. It's Dr. Manhattan.
We're done.
We're done.
He beat all of North Korea by himself in the Vietnam War.
Your iPhones would. I mean, there's an entry for this cryptid called a Geist. They are the dispersed neural signals remaining after human brain death, caused by the electrical pollution and given a semblance of life by the flux. Most Geists manifest in vaguely human forms, though the neural remnants of mentally unstable individuals may coalesce into larger, monstrous shapes, while still regaining their normal intelligence. Geists emit audio signals such as speech though sentence structure may be so rambling to be almost incomprehensible. In combat, a Geist attacks with electrically charged attacks. When frustrated, it may emit a sonic wall that disrupts any electronic device. It can utilize psychokinetic abilities in a manner equivalent to kinesis spells.
So what am I rolling?
You're going to be rolling a wit instinct check to try to go past this thing unnoticed.
Okay, that would be 9.
It rolled higher than you on wit instinct, so it notices you and is starting to float towards you.
Did Elle like
And
toot
now-
while she's trying to sneak around?
The synth is now. So now it normally would be Bastion's turn, but they are done. They're gone. They're out. The synth is still standing in his cell, waiting for things to calm down. And the 3 unseen, that's what they're called, the invisible people. You don't see them, but you do see articles. You do see articles of clothing where the smoke is.
The unseen, the upcoming unseen.
Yes, they have disappeared.
Dang. Okay,
Oh,
so
shoot.
who's up now?
Now we're back to Britta,
Oh, Britta.
who is still stuck and has been acided.
Acidated.
I hope you know I kill every single house spider in my house as soon as I find them. In fact, I go to other people's houses to kill their spiders for them, you basic
Britta's third job, exterminator.
She might be if she's ugly.
What's the secret boss or something?
Undercover boss.
Undercover boss, yeah.
Okay, so I roll what, metal plus
Strength.
strength again.
Yeah,
All right, come on. 6.
Oh my gosh, double ones. What?
That's a solid 4.
Yeah, you don't break out again.
Someone help me, please.
This time the Faggy goes up to Britta and tries to claw at her.
Oh man, she's like concentrated on you.
Wow, bring it on.
Why not? This is basically captured prey. That's essentially what this is.
He's just going
So
ham on you.
Britta, once again,
she
what is your
moves to-
deftness plus athletics without rolling?
Well, that's a 5 right now.
All right, so she takes a swipe, and that is 10 melee damage. So take your melee defense stat and add your metal to it.
2.
That's how much you subtract from this. 2 melee damage defense.
Yeah.
No, you have more.
I have. Okay,
See?
never mind.
So you
So that's
plus your
8.
metal, so that's a 9.
9. So I get 1 damage.
9. You take 1 wound. Your metal score is 1, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you will be in critical condition like the Bastion soldiers if you take 1 more wound. When you take as many wounds as twice your metal, then yeah.
You're dead.
Scotty's
Do
turn.
I have like
He's so cheery.
All right. Can I like force push that spider back into its cage?
You certainly can try. This will be.
All right, here we go.
Oh, so yeah, magic, and then she's going to use her. The Faggy is going to use her strength.
I'm guessing
and metal
physical
to try to
spell.
resist it. Sorry, what?
There's a physical spell that does magic and
Well, this
metal.
would probably be kinesis, would it not?
Correct. Yes. Okay.
All
You
right,
better
go ahead
hope I
and roll
roll
it.
real good, babe, when you're done. Oh, 6. There we go. Oh yeah, 10.
oh sweet.
10 plus. So 17.
All right, she is shoved back to where her cell is.
Stay away
But, I
from
mean-
my Britta!
I mean, she broke through it. It's not like she's restrained or anything. She'll move back unless something else happens. It is now Elle's turn.
Well, that slows it down a little bit.
I'm only yours if you buy me.
Are there like spare lab coats in here? Now?
There are.
I'm gonna like grab one and be like, "Do you want to get out?"
Wait, you're grabbing a lab coat and telling.
As I'm grabbing a lab coat to put on,
Okay.
I'm like kind of like edging. I'm like, "Do you want to get out?"
You hear this
And thinking about outside
audio signals.
thoughts.
So yeah, you hear these strange noises coming from it, but you can kind of vaguely hear, "Yes, freedom.
Great.
Outside freedom. Away from laboratory."
Great, because that's how I'm headed, so...
Good.
Cool.
Let's go, Casper.
I'm gonna put on the lab coat and keep heading out.
You got a Casper.
Okay. Robert's turn.
Robert sees what? The smoke in front of him, Scotty to like left of him, Britta to the left of him.
Yep.
Dude, freaking toss a grenade in that cage and blow that spider to bits.
She's in the cage.
Yeah, I pushed her
She's
back
not-
into the
she's-
cage.
Well, yeah. You pushed her through the hole that she made, and now she's back inside.
I'm actually, so that's the opposite direction of the way out, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna run past Britta and slap a stim pack on her, which negates the effects of 1 wound for
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
metal plus 1d6 minutes. So that is going to be 7 minutes. So enough to get
Okay.
out essentially. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pull out my knife from my belt. And I'm gonna go, here, move your hands so I can get the web. And I'm gonna
Robert,
try-
I swear this is the only time I'll let you near me with a knife.
And I'm gonna make a slashing motion down at it to try and cut it. But I'm gonna be like pulling her the direction of the door so we aren't like just staying here and we're like running out and just like slashing
Okay.
at it.
Very good. A fair amount of slashing with the knife will cut through. These strands are pretty strong, but to a sharp blade, it gives way. So good. You do it.
Scotty, come on, you too.
No Bastion. Synth is staying. Unseen are not there anymore. Britta's turn. Britta is now free.
What is the synth saying? Like, what is he doing? Just like sitting in his cell? Well, today is lasagna, so I don't want to leave before that.
No, he's saying, I think I'll stay here until things calm down a bit.
On
He
repeat.
just keeps repeating that to himself.
No,
He's glitchy.
just like he doesn't have anything more to say. He just, or maybe he might comment on things like, "Wow, that looks really nasty." Britta
That is one ugly
Britta
woman.
might want to think about becoming a synth herself, perhaps.
We killed the Sid.
Britta lunges after the Sid.
Does she really?
Guttural rage, no.
She probably didn't even
She
hear
gives
him.
like she doesn't hear him.
Okay.
She looks at
So it is
Scotty.
Britta's turn.
Scotty, you have like
What are you doing?
your parents strewn like on the floor by you.
No, I'm literally holding them both on my back, and I just blasted the spider back with magic.
Like Scotty is very much hunched over though. Like he's carrying
struggling.
them, but he's
His knees are shaking.
hunched over to put more weight on his back.
Scotty, who are those old people?
They're my parents. Respect your elders.
Okay.
You want to take one? Or kill that spider?
Like Britta looks behind her at the spider. And like quiet rage burns in her eyes. She's gonna... Okay, anyway. Hey, Robert.
What?
Are we gonna help him or not? Because
Robert has 0 strength, literally.
Britta has 1 strength.
Robert had 1 strength until he snorted euphoria.
Now he's barely able to stand.
Alright, then, I guess I'll just have to help.
That's why I didn't.
Because I have to do everything myself.
I would have done something, but I was like, Robert, literally, it would be me straight rolling a d6 to try and help. I can't do anything useful.
Okay. Like, Robert. Alright, you don't smell terrible, I guess. Like, that's her way of saying thanks for cutting her out of the webs.
I use deodorant every day. And I use 2 types of soap when I wash. And shampoo. And conditioner.
Okay, good for you. Okay, I don't need to hear
I
that.
shave my legs, too.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Robert is, like, just running.
Alright, Britta, like, sighs and, like, slips her arm under, like, one of the parents, so we each have, like, 1 slouched on us. I rolled the 6 for strength. So I can use Lady Luck to re-roll for strength to carry the parent to mom. You know what? First roll was better. Alright. So, like, that's a 6 to carry the parent.
Britta's not able to carry the weight of 1 person on her.
Am I able
right
to
now.
help, though? So we can move a little
You're able
faster?
to help. You just can't, like, Scotty would have to take the bulk of it. Scotty's speed is essentially halved, but Britta can help to
Okay,
some degree.
Britta
What's the
yells at the synth.
That's
She-
27 feet.
27.
Slow.
Okay, she looks at the synth and she's like, what are you slugging on about? Don't you want to escape? I will pay you to be a bodyguard or something, some crap like that, if you help us carry these old people out.
I suppose. I'm a little worried about that Faggy back there, but,
Oh.
yes, why
Oh,
not?
that basic.
And so,
Forgot about her.
he gets up and he easily takes the father with him and starts walking.
Perfect. Now that he's helping carry the parents, Britta turns around and pulls out her rifle. No, her submachine gun.
You ready for this?
Pulls out her submachine gun to
Get ready
attack
for
the spider.
9 rolls.
Yep. So am I gonna attack this turn or should I wait?
I think you should wait because you did a fair amount of action.
Yeah, I think
before
so
this.
too. Okay. But she's prepared.
So it is now the Faggy's turn, and sorry, I forgot. She's not really restrained, is she?
No.
Well, she got knocked back into the cell.
Yeah, I just pushed her against the wall in the back of the cage, but that doesn't mean
she's going
restrained.
to run back towards Britta.
Surprise.
Bring it.
Surprise.
The first time she attacked, it was I rolled randomly and it was Britta, so I don't know what to tell you. Britta, make a deafness plus athletics check right now.
Alright, so 16.
You dodge her web.
Fool me twice like everyone else, but I won't fall for that again from you.
Now, Scotty, you are looking at.
Is it possible to hand off my mom to Britta?
What?
Can she just carry her by herself?
I mean, maybe you can hand it off to the synth.
Britta rolled earlier, but could not. She was not able to carry a whole person by herself.
And I have a submachine
how about
gun.
this? Are there any like large container boxes or things that I could potentially chuck at the spider?
Nothing on hand. This place is pretty minimalistic.
Okay, so nothing on hand. I'm going to attempt to push the spider again, but restrain the spider against the wall, so it might be more difficult to do.
Sure.
But I feel like
Go
that
ahead
might-
and go ahead and do your magic and kinesis.
Oh, F me. That is a 10. Can I use another flex point to add another bonus?
You're welcome to.
So is that just another dice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that because 10 is really low. 14.
She is pinned against the wall, and you can move if you'd like.
I'm gonna move 45 feet now.
Al,
Peace out.
was there anything specific Al
You got
wants to
this.
do?
Keep going out.
All right, and same with Robert.
So at this point, the synth has both the parents and is carrying them out. Britta is on her way
No, Scotty
out.
has one.
No,
Britta's
Synth has
standing.
one of the parents.
She's standing
Scotty
there.
has the other.
And everybody's on their way out, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Britta, she's staying behind to kill.
That's what Britta would do.
She would get revenge.
She would.
Well, that thing is pinned for 3 rounds, maybe.
Get 3 rounds. Like, her strength is 1. She's never gonna escape.
Okay, Robert is... Yeah, he's gonna go to the other side of the door. Robert will wait on the other side of the door for his companions to come. Have the alarms brought anybody else in?
So far, no.
That's like the kid in class asking the teacher if they forgot any homework.
Sorry.
It really is, though.
Any other enemies?
Well, we just wasted those.
It's true. He did a very good job. He blew up all 4 of them in 1 grenade.
Yeah, like Robert's like, I can handle anything. Then he can.
Now that he took a bite of that apple.
And snorted that ecstasy.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone is on their way out, but Britta is staying behind, correct?
To finish off that basic.
Okay. So before Britta's turn, and after the rest of you have run out, Britta feels a hand on her shoulder, and when she turns around, she sees it is Jeremy Lee.
Dang, snuck up on you.
What do you want, Jeremy?
Lee.
He's not handcuffed this time, but he does have one of those trackers on his ankle. I was alerted to a very anomalous situation, and I feel I must congratulate you. And he offers his hand to shake Britta's.
Britta shrugs him off and aims back at the spider pinned on the wall.
I have one goal.
Britta's gonna become a drone.
So do I, Britta. Don't worry, I'll take care of the Faggy. All right.
No, I have to.
Very well. So, Britta, you need to make a contest. So, if he's going to try to restrain Britta, So this is going to be a contested strength plus fisticuffs.
Oh no.
Yeah. 5.
Oh my gosh, you're just like you're like putting your hands in the handcuffs already for him.
Come on.
He rolled a 6
All
and then a
these
5,
strength
and then plus his strength and plus his fisticuffs is more than that. And so he cuffs Britta.
Oh no! Can I see
And
this or
then
no?
he also... Scotty ran away.
Britta just screams like wails.
Okay, so
She
everyone
wanted to
would
kill
hear
that
this.
spider. She doesn't care. She just wanted to kill.
And then Jeremy Lee would he would take out a, let's see, do we have one? Yeah, he would take out a combat and he would bonk the Faggy right in the just the right place on the head to kind of knock her out unconscious.
Unconscious
Oh,
is
man.
not dead.
Oh dang!
And he turns to you and says, I think you and I should have a little chat in our office.
Go to
What do you
hell,
say?
Jeremy Lee.
Our office.
I am already in corporate hell, and perhaps so may you, as he leads you towards where his office is. So the rest of you have heard a kind of a distant scream as you were all running out.
I have one job. I have one job.
I was
and I'm
already
sticking
on
to
the
it.
metro.
Ellen's already on the train, basically back at Valiant.
Exactly. Hey Lance, I actually got this for you.
Wait, so Scotty is in the lab too with me,
Yes.
Well, yeah, right now,
'Cause
if we're still in initiative, yeah.
and Britta's been taken out from a different exit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's Scotty's turn now?
I think we can probably be out of initiative at this point. There are no further combatants right now.
Well, I basically just saw Britta just bloodthirsty look in her eye, just aiming at the spider. And I'm assuming that I said, like, let's go and leave before, but she just kind of shrugged it off. So I'm assuming she has to do something. So Scotty would just keep racing out with his his mom, and just follow the android to wherever he ends up going outside.
Synth, yeah. Okay, so Robert, L, Scotty, and the synth would meet up afterwards, and the synth would say, "Well, what do you want me to do with your father?"
Well, you might as well just come with us to Valiant because you're probably a wanted criminal like us.
I am not
Well,
a
now
wanted
he's
criminal.
paid.
I
Well-
volunteered for Bastion experiments. They just went horribly wrong and went a totally different direction than I believed they would. I'm willing to go to Valiant, though, if you can guarantee that they would. You know what? No, I'm just going to go with you. Anything is better than that place.
Trust me, Lance is a pretty cool guy. He can be kind of a stiff sometimes, but at least you're not going to be
Tell you
stuck in a
what,
cage.
I will go into the lobby of your building and drop off your father there, and then go where I wish. How does that sound?
Well, if you wanted to get a job with Valiant, I'm sure that the accounting department could use another calculator.
I'll see what I could do. But I'm not cut out for security work, which is clearly what you are doing, I think. But I will speak with someone.
Is this going to be Britta's new character? I mean, Brianna's new character?
Well, let's
I
get
hope it's
back.
All right, the rest of you report back to the office of Lance Martin. The synth is, so the synth is, taking care of his own business and whatever. He doesn't seem to be attached to anyone. Just kind of wants to do his own thing.
I just kind of salute him and you let him do his thing.
All right, so Lance is not there, but Vivian is. She looks at all of you and says, "What happened?"
He did. Pointing at Scotty.
I'm getting Lance, Mr. Martin, and myself. It is all Merlin can do to make sure Mr. Martin's not being disturbed at this moment. Taking all of his calls and everything. Did something go awry?
Oh, we are definitely in a whole shitstorm right now. I'm not gonna lie. We killed 4 people, and we broke a lot of things, and we reported somebody to HR, and they didn't really deserve it, but we had to. And we stole a few things, so there was that. So, incognito mode was not exactly our modus operandi in this.
But that's what you were supposed to do. Hold on, wait a minute.
Listen, I understand your disappointment and frustration, but we were also told that number one priority was the Holy Grail. And Al, if you would...
Pull it out.
That is true. Okay.
You said violence was a last resort. And
We
that's
did
what
the
it
best
was.
we could, but then Scott found his parents in a cell.
Oh, dear.
I'm sure you can extrapolate what happened from there.
Scotty. You do realize that if you had just spoken with myself or Mr. Martin or even heck Merlin even, we would have dispatched the Watch to help with that situation. There was no need for you to get involved directly like this.
Well, I figured I've lived my whole life doing things on my own, and so some corporate stiffs wouldn't do anything, so I had to do something.
No one was aware, all right? It was only until just recently that we became aware of the extent to which Bastion has been keeping anomalous creatures and items and what they're doing with them. We knew they had some interest in influxed items and people, but not to that extent. We didn't know their facility was so vast like that until we realized that the Grail was there.
Oh yeah, talk to Brian. He's the synth over there. We brought him.
Well, any fluxed individuals who have escaped, we can, we have watch members for that, and we'll have that taken care of. But, well, first things first. You have the Grail. And, let me lead you to where Mr. Martin is. And so Vivian takes you to, Mr. Martin is in that office that has been turned into a hospital room for King Arthur.
Has anyone noticed that Britta isn't with us?
I was just gonna say, does anyone get the feeling that we're missing something?
Vivian kind of looks and says, "What?" And then she looks around and then she kind of face palms.
I would have noticed this when we all met up at the train. I would have been like, guys, Britta hasn't left yet.
She who falls behind gets left
Anyone
behind.
notices that we're not annoyed
Does anyone know where everyone's favorite chirping social bird is?
Well, last I saw, she was giving the death eyes to this, what do you call it, a faggy? A spider woman. She burned her face with some acid. None of you saw
Britta leave the facility.
No, I made the tactical decision.
No.
I made the tactical decision to prioritize getting the Grail out, and that was mine.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way we're breaking it again.
This is a very...
Well, we were successul the first time. It might be easier the second time. It's kind of like riding a bike.
Listen, first things first, everyone. Okay, let's administer the Grail to Arthur, and then we'll discuss what we can do, what we'll need to do after that.
Full-on assault of Bastion.
Okay, so you're all taken to the hospital room, and Lance is there, and he's leaning on a walking stick. Leaning on a cane, and he is ecstatic that the Grail has been brought in. He doesn't ask about Britta. He's just excited that this is finally happening and everything. And so does Elle give the...
Yes.
Okay, so Lance takes the Grail and he goes over to a pitcher of water that he had, and he pours some water in there. Before administering it to Arthur, he kind of takes a moment and takes a breath and he says, "I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. Too long, honestly. I don't know what will happen. I hope, on a personal level, I hope he and I can still be friends somehow. I don't know if that is possible, given what I've done, but in any case, we're going to bring him back, and, well, I'm just glad you were able to bring the Grail to me before it was administered to anyone else. Otherwise, we'd have to wait for several months before it would be useful again."
Been helpful information to know before we left.
Indeed. To be clear, I know that this grail would be helpful with a lot of people with medical conditions. I understand that, but for the safety of everyone, we do need to keep this under lock and key. Alright? We're not going to experiment
Lance, hurry up. Just give him the water.
Fine. Alright.
We don't need a speech. We need Arthur.
You're right.
Yeah, things are going to be hitting the shiz fan real quick.
Lance kind of tilts Arthur's head back and drains the grail into Arthur's mouth. A few seconds later, Arthur's eyes open, and he moves his head very slowly, looks around the room, and he says,
"Is my assistance required?"
"Yes, Your Majesty. Yes. Get some rest for now. It's not urgent immediately, but once you do regain your strength, the world needs you."
"Very well. All right. Lancelot, you and I have some things to discuss. When I have more strength, of course. These are my new knights, then?"
"Yes, they are part of our night watch. Well, I mean, we don't have a round table anymore, but these are our elite warriors for the forces of order."
"Excellent. We are in good hands, then. I look forward to fighting alongside you."
And then Arthur closes his eyes again and just breathes. And then Lance gets back up and motions for all of you to leave the room so that King Arthur can get some privacy. He closes and locks the door. And he said, "All right. Any further business and cleanup we have to discuss, we can do it in my office." Is there anything else that anyone else wants to do? No?
Nope.
We will end the episode here then.
Look who's going to prison, and it's not Scotty.
I'm going to stop recording.
Hi there. Don of How to Survive a Horror Movie podcast here. Just want to let you know that the show you're listening to is a member of the Necropodicon podcast network. Head over to necropodicon.com to find tons of other shows you'll love. While you're there, check out the cast and crew profiles and fan art galleries. And you have a beautiful night.